Hi Glenn. So I decided to make a little video, and I think this will help us get to the bottom of this. So here's a few things I wanted to point out. Number one is I put this battery brand new in here yesterday, and it already doesn't turn on the anything but the power LED. Now it did at first for a while, and I've never left it on for over 20 minutes, so it's unusual to me. I think there might be something that's drawing too much. Like, oh, well, it did this time, but just a little while ago it really wasn't. Now, as you can see, that's what's happening to the display. It's blinking weird. Um, when I try to turn the oh, yeah, it kind of doesn't go to number one at all. 3, 4, looks like 6, 7. Yeah, and it blinks back. So it doesn't. I don't get a clear indication of the function. Okay. Now when I change, as you can see, it's on a drum stool. There's nothing around it. So let me do it again without my hands blocking. So that's. Just gonna hold it up like this, and my hands are not blocking the sensors at all. And as you said, you get that cycling 8s, and then I get a number 6 there. Now if I move near the sensors, nothing happens yet. So I'm getting a note there now, a B12. Now, strangely, if I go into storage, as you can see, the display is now perfect. It doesn't blink anymore. And as I cycle up and down, the same is true. Right? So now we have a totally stable display, which to me means that it's not a display problem. Otherwise, this on this mode, it would do the same, right? But as soon as I leave and go do other stuff, like change the function. This is another strange thing. A lot of times when I go to the minimum position here on the function knob, it turns off. And then when I turn it back on, you get the cycling circles again, the cycling 8s again. Now, about the MIDI, I don't actually own any hardware MIDI synths. I only own software and modular. Like I have a no-coast, but that's just a MIDI to CV converter, like I have many in my modular. And the way that I've been monitoring MIDI is using my interface right here. So if I take my MIDI cable, and for example, the Bifaco module here is generating MIDI information from my no-coast. If I take the random voltage here, just tap a tempo to it, and you can see on the little dial that it's generating information on aux A. So I'll plug in my cable here, and I'll plug it into my input of my DAW, and I've done this before, and I do actually get note data on software that I turn on, but mainly you can see right here that the MIDI LED lights up because it's getting stuff. If I pull it out, that MIDI LED goes off, turns off. If I now plug it into my Linstrument MIDI output, which is, let's see, it's kind of dark in here right now. Sorry about this shaky, weird video. I'll try to be concise. Okay, I've plugged it in to the instrument, the same cable, and as I touch the instrument, again, you get MIDI light up over there. So I'm using this, my Focusrite Claret 8 Pre as MIDI monitor, and when I plug it in to the Altura, hold on, let me put this back on the stand here, and we'll bring this closer. I'll plug it into the Altura here, nice and solid, and as you can see in the MIDI, no amount of moving my hand, waving it over here, even in different functions, even if I start it again, it just it doesn't light up. Now, another few observations. Again, like right now, it's really solid display, see? But as soon as I start turning knobs, it resets, starts again, and then it gets like that, gets glitchy and weird. And I'm looking at that MIDI monitor and still nothing. All right, so let's try it with a power supply from my bass preamp pedal. Since it's a pedal, it's center negative. So we'll turn it on again. And again, you get the cycling 8s. And I'm moving here and nothing in the MIDI monitor. That thing will just light up with any information you send it. And here we're getting this blinking stuff. Again, I try to change the mode and it doesn't look, it stays on 8 and then it turns off. And then it turns on again, you get the cycle. So I'm gonna check for shorts here, because maybe there's something wrong with this pot. And but yeah, these two over here, these two chips, I was gonna say they were getting hot, but not really. But what's getting hot, super hot, oh, that burned my finger. Just that is the regulator right here, 78L05, which makes me think this thing's drawing too much current, which explains why the battery stops working, and I'm pretty sure this battery has been drained significantly. So I hope this is information that can be helpful for you to help me troubleshoot this module so we can do the demo video. Okay, I'll let you know in the email if I found any shorts, but I don't know, something's just weird about it. It's just not working. It's not sending any MIDI, and the navigation is super weird, except for the odd page looks stable. Most pages look super glitchy and jittery. So we'll get to the bottom of this. So thanks again, Glenn, and talk to you soon. Bye.